Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. I hope all of you had a good weekend. So, I just wanted to go over a couple things with you to prepare you for this upcoming week of your class, of this course. So, the first thing is over the weekend, I finished giving feedback on the theory analysis papers, and I really enjoyed reading those and um, just seeing what strong connections you made between the different theories and comparing and contrasting them, and then also applying those to your future teaching practices. So I really enjoyed reading those analyses that you turned in. Just a tip for future papers and projects: make sure that you check for grammar and spelling. Just like run that check right before you turn it in so that you don't have any grammatical errors, and make sure that you are always editing your work. And then I also wanted to go over the final project because I believe that in class when I went over the directions that I might have misspoke. So I wanted just to go over in detail, and then also for those folks that weren't in class on Tuesday, this will help better explain the final project. So this is also located on LiveText, so you can look at this in greater detail. But the purpose of this course was to introduce you to just teaching and teaching practices and self-reflection, thinking about your knowledge, abilities, and dispositions to become an effective educator. So the content of the final project is to reflect on your growth in the Wisconsin State Teacher Standards and also think about the Alverno abilities. So this project includes a written paper, a visual representation, and an oral defense that all surround the Wisconsin teacher standards of how to be an effective teacher. So to begin, I want you to look back at the Wisconsin teacher standards. Which standards best represent your growth towards your goals of becoming a teacher? You must choose 3 standards. This is where I believe I misspoke in class. You must pick 3 standards and provide evidence of each standard. The Wisconsin State Teacher Standards. So I'm not talking about Common Core State Standards. I'm talking about the Wisconsin State Teacher Standards that will be the foundation of your professional practice when you are in your own classroom. So the written defense will make a clear case for your growth and understanding regarding those teacher standards. Be clear about which standards you have selected and provide evidence or examples to support your claims. So evidence can come from scholarly readings. It can come from our textbook. It can come from your work with students. It can come from collaborative work that we've done in class. It can come from the videos that we've watched. The written defense should be 4 to 5 pages, double-spaced, 12-point font. Make sure you edit and check for those grammatical errors, and then also include a reference page, which should be APA formatted. The visual defense will be an artifact that you collected in the course. It could be an assignment you created. It could be something that you've done with your students. You could reference one of our textbooks. It should be a powerful image or a physical representation that connects back to your paper that you will show when you're giving your oral defense. So your oral defense will define and discuss your growth and understanding, linking back to your written defense. And this is where you can show that visual defense. So your oral defense is an outline, a video created presentation about 4 to 6 minutes that outlines your written defense and includes your visual representation. Unfortunately, I don't have an example to show you because I don't want to show a student's written work without their permission, and then all of the visual displays are, of course, embedded within the video. So I don't have any, I don't have an example to show. However, I encourage you just to start by making an outline. So choose 3 of the Wisconsin State Teacher Standards that you feel you have demonstrated growth and understanding throughout this course, and then create bullet points under each one of pieces of evidence that could help describe and explain how you've met that standard. Okay, moving on to your lesson plans. If you have not reached out to me or scheduled or let me know when you're going to be teaching how you're teaching, if you need me to come into your school, if you're able to do a recorded lesson, you need to send me an email ASAP letting me know when you're teaching your lesson. Even if you're just submitting a video of your teaching, we need to make sure that you turn your lesson plan in 24 to 48 hours prior to teaching that lesson. So I want to make sure that all those things align. So please, if you are one of my students that I'm giving you formal feedback on live text for your recorded video, you need to make sure that I know the date and time that you are teaching. So get that to me right away. For class on Tuesday, it's an asynchronous learning week, so we will not meet via Zoom. However, if you need to meet with me just one-on-one, we can set up a time within the time period of class on Tuesday. So just reach out to me if you'd like to meet with me via Zoom on Tuesday, but it's an asynchronous week, so we will not meet as a whole class on Zoom. It'll be by appointment only. So if you look at our Moodle page and you scroll all the way down, last week was week 5. Well, we're wrapping up week 5. If you missed class on Tuesday because you were ill, I want you to add your thoughts to our reflective questions from the Zaretta Hammond text. Make sure that you write your name next to your thoughts and ideas. You can choose just a group or a question to respond to. We did that in class. And then these are some optional resources outside of classwork, was taking a look at chapter 8 and those pages, and then just using this as a guiding question. How can criteria and rubrics support student understanding? Make sure you have that done before class tomorrow. And then the blog post is just what current challenges are happening inside your classroom, and then start reading chapters 8 and 9. We'll discuss those in week 7. And then these were just optional resources that can help your teaching practice, and then some examples of rubrics and project-based assessment criteria. If you need to create your own, you can download those and save those to your computer. Then moving in tomorrow, we are in week 6, online asynchronous week. Having office hours if needed. So I will have a Google slide presentation that I want you to watch. Blog post number 6, discuss any hands-on learning or project-based learning activities that you have learned in your classroom. Please go back and check your blog link. I know in class on Tuesday, a few of you were saying that your buddy's link didn't work. So go back and check that, and then make sure you're checking in on your buddy's blog. For week 7, bring a book that you could use to connect with your students to class. I'm excited to see those different books that you will be utilizing to connect with your students. And then it's a choose your own assignment week. So you can read something, or you can watch something, or you can listen to something, take some notes, and then we will be sharing those resources in class during week 7. And then positive classroom community resources. These are optional resources, that will support your future teaching practice. And then week 7, we will be back in class together. Okay, so you have a couple things on your to-do list. Take a look at the final project to see if you have any questions. Make sure that you're scheduling that formal feedback from me for your lesson plan. Make sure you send me an email of the date that you're teaching so that I can make sure to review your lesson plan prior to that date, and then also give you formal feedback when you upload your video. And then it's an asynchronous week, so let me know if you need a time to meet with me or have any questions. You can reach me via email. And I just wish all of you the best week, and I hope that everyone is staying safe and healthy. Take care.